the booty runner. Today's OC is called Shamar Nate. Sonic is still in the Middle East, or he's in the Middle East for this song. Maybe it's not even supposed to be this one. It's supposed to be this one. I'm supposed to listen to that tomorrow. Alright. So, Skyscraper, Scamper, Night. I think he was in London for this OSC. For this level. Today we're gonna have a super amazing, awesome day. It's gonna be so amazing that you're gonna be like, wow, I knew it was gonna be amazing, but I didn't know it was gonna be that amazing. Or that fabulous. It's gonna be a fabulous day, and you're gonna be like, wow, I knew today was gonna be fabulous because I'm a fabulous person, but I didn't know it was gonna be that fabulous. Ooh. Alright. Let me make sure you guys can see me. Let me scramble the Rubik's Cube now. Dr. Bayo. I believe Naruto says that in like the Japanese version. He says Dr. Bayo. So, and I'm kind of feeling Dr. Bayo right now. Dr. Bayo. Dr. Bayo. There's also a song from Eddie Rath. The guy who raps about anime. Called Dr. Bayo, and so to me it's a very nice song. Dr. Bayo. To look up what Dr. Bayo actually means, maybe like ChatGPT or Google or something, because I don't know. Dr. Bayo. Alright, let's do this. Maybe I should do this Kilo Mix. So like it is like what do you call it? It's like at this point it's like I scrambled it, but I didn't like scramble it like fully. I just scrambled it into chunks. Speaking of chunks, I would like some ice cream. Yeah, speaking of chunks, I would like some ice cream. In high school, my sacred scriptures teacher, Mr. Phelps, he would always talk about how like he liked ice cream, and I used to think to myself, that could explain why you're overweight, but. The more time passed on, I realized he just had his priorities straight. And because now I'm the one that is infatuated with ice cream. I think ice cream is like, I don't know. You know how Adam and Eve were supposed to, like, avoid eating apples? I think as time went on, truthfully, people were supposed to avoid eating ice cream. Because when I eat ice cream, I feel like nothing is on me. Bro, what's going on here? I'm about to just not do this and just focus on the 4x4. Cause this isn't something I shouldn't even be doing this. Technically, I shouldn't. Well, it was looking at me funny, so I just did it. You should think why is this dude talking about ice cream right now? You know, like he was a smarty pants too. I remember on pajama day, I didn't wear a pajama, but I wore a robe. Honestly, it kind of made me feel like, a Jedi or something. But, I wore the robe and he said something, smart about it. I was like, bro, why did you have to put me on the spot like that? I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. Basically put me on the spot. And, but yeah. More importantly, I feel like a Jedi. Yeah, more importantly, I feel like a Jedi, so. Yeah. I know technically his class was easy. It was the first class that I got a full A in. Towards the end of the year, I got towards the end of my school year, I got an A on his class because it was only A I got in that class. It was the only A I ever got in school. And, he thought about Greek philosophers, and he spoke about he also spoke about I guess, I mean, maybe, but not in depth, but he did speak about briefly of Christianity. He spoke about there are three ways, three perspectives in to look at Christianity. There's one, there's there's the atheist version where you just don't believe it. There's the literal version where you look at everything literal, and there's a metaphorical version. And I always like the metaphorical version because honestly that kind of just made more sense to me to look at it in a more metaphorical sense. So yeah. He also spoke about Greek philosophers like Socrates. He spoke about Socrates. He spoke about Aristotle, Plato, and how I learned from that class I learned that Socrates was the first teacher, and he taught Plato, and Plato taught Aristotle. Pretty nice. It like almost came full circle at that point, and I remember in the class he said that Aristotle's quote, maybe as time as as I like, if I look it up, ChatGPT will say someone else said it, but I remember learning about what Aristotle quote, and maybe like ChatGPT says that the quote was inspired by Aristotle, but the quote goes, "Excellence, no. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." And I remember thinking to myself, whoa, I like, I don't even like school or want to, like, like, school wasn't my primary focus. It was probably like beating this level. It was probably beating this level, but that stuck with me because I can literally use that now. Like, that's how I've been. That's my attitude towards my tremor. My tremor, like, makes it so I can't do basic things like button up my shirt or zip up my pants or something. And that's why I've been very persistent on solving the Rubik's Cube, because if I solve the Rubik's Cube, if I solve it enough times, it would just be natural for me to be excellent. Yeah, that's my attitude. And maybe that quote can like go through a lot of things. Maybe that quote can apply to a lot of other things. Like, I am trying to make money, so having that quote be like a good guiding star as to like how I should approach making more money. I'm thinking, no, it just wouldn't make sense for me to do that. At least not now. But if anything, I should take care of my hair. However that looks like. I can kind of do research on that. But yeah. I'm so jubilant right now. So jubilant, I'm so exuberant, I'm ebullient, I'm enlightened, I'm just happy. Está bien. Vámonos. Ah, este juego tiene que ser algunos de los más ¿cómo se dice? Tenía que ser alguno de los más divis. No quiero decir eso. Tenía que ser alguno de los más diferentes juegos que he jugado. This had to be one of the most different games I've ever played. La razón por qué digo eso es porque recuerdo en este juego, en el día eres normal, como normal Sonic, pero en la noche eres un warthog. In the day you were regular Sonic, but in the night you were a warthog. Y recuerdo lo que el interior. No, I just said coffin. Interior's like coffin or something, or my funeral or something. In entirety, how do I say that in Spanish? El sistema de jugar cambiaba cuando era noche. The whole system of play, the whole system of the gameplay changed at night. Recuerdo jugué este juego cuando yo estaba como 19. Tengo que buscar cuando este juego salió. I remember playing this game when I was 19. No, maybe 20. Still, I have to look up. I didn't say that in Spanish. But I have to look up when this game came out. Yo, dice. Date para allá. Date para allá. Eso es japonés. Eso no es español. That's Japanese. That isn't Spanish. Hoy vamos a tener un super maravilloso, fantástico, asombroso day. Today we're gonna have a super marvelous, fantastic, awesome day. Casi olvidé decir eso. I almost forgot to say that. Alright, let's do the Rubik's Clock. Ooh. You know, in my head I like to say, your efforts to discourage me have been futile. I like to say that even though I'm talking to no one. But throughout the entirety of me being in the wheelchair, there have been moments where I think people tried to discourage me. Mainly my own family. So, when I'm completely normal, that's just the type of energy I'm gonna have. You know, your efforts to discourage me have been futile. I like that. Maybe that's how I should start looking at life, at people, and things, situations, and predicaments. I should be like, your efforts to discourage me have been futile. Like a boss or something. Like a boss from a video game, but yeah, like a boss from a video game. The thing about being a boss from a video game is that they eventually get defeated by the protagonist. But I guess the protagonist could say that as well. Your efforts to discourage me have been futile. Bruh. You know what? I'm about to change the song into I'm upset or something. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know, man. I don't even know. The video's about to be extra long for no reason. Well, no, then again, I did do the Q mix, so. Let me look at it like this. Let's see. So like that. Then do it like this. Nice. Nice. Alright. Phenomenal. Alright guys, remember, be amazing, and adios, te veo en el próximo video. Do viva Chania.